what's up folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noah Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit, and joining me every week is my brother Pedro.
Good morning everybody, Pedro has Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right, this is a show where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Hello everybody, we're hanging out live in the live broadcast chat room in the Adafruit Discord server. If you'd like to get an invite to that, if you're not a part of it, go to discord.gg/Adafruit. And we're hanging out in the live broadcast chat. Check it out, it's on the sidebar. It says general, and that's where we're hanging out. So let's take a moment to welcome everybody. And after that, we'll get into all the housekeeping stuff that we normally do in the beginning of the show.
That's right, good morning to everybody hanging out in all of the chat rooms. We're also in the YouTube chat, the Periscope, Twitch, and the LinkedIn chat.
Wow.
Good morning everybody hanging out. Charles, Santos, Sylvia,
Hello.
we got Yaris,
Hello.
And we also have Wester and Stuart Riggs.
Hello, Stuart. Hello, everybody. We're hanging out. If you have any questions throughout the show, drop them in the chat rooms, in the various chat rooms, and we'll say hello. So with that, let's go ahead and run through the housekeeping. Freebies going on every single day at Adafruit. The more money you spend, the more freebie stuff you'll get. So let's start with the first tier. The first tier is for $99 or more. You'll get a free half-size Promo Proto. For orders that are $149 or more, you'll get the half-size Promo Plus, a randomly selected Stemma QT board. That's right, Stemma QT board. And if you have an account with Adafruit, we'll make sure you don't get the same one twice. For orders that are $200 or more, you'll get the randomly selected Stemma QT board, the half-size Promo Proto, and free ground shipping for UPS for continental US only. And for orders that are $299 or more, you get the free ground shipping, the randomly selected Stemma QT board, the half-size Promo Proto board, and a Circuit Playground Express. Wonderful. How many freebies can you get? As many as you like, while supplies last, of course. So yeah, check out adafruit.com/free for all the deets. Okay, next up, Help Wanted. If you go to jobs.adafruit.com, you can see that there are some job listings. Check them out. There's some previous ones from last week, and they're still open. So if any of these sound great to you and you are in the market for a new gig, check them out. There we go. All right, moving on. We have CircuitPython meetings that normally happen on Mondays. This week was a Labor Day holiday here in the States, so it happened on Tuesday at 2 p.m. You can always check in on the archive in your favorite podcast service or on YouTube. You can check out the playlist as well. This is where the CircuitPython devs come together every week. They talk about all things CircuitPython, what's going on, and the community members all get together as well and chat about all the various topics that pertain to CircuitPython. Newsletters. Once a week, we have a newsletter. Adafruit.com/newsletters, if you can subscribe to that, and that is a once a week thing that happens. All the new things that get added to the Adafruit shop make it into the newsletter, and that's why the newsletter exists. We also have daily newsletters. Check out adafruitdaily.com and all the various categories of newsletters, such as 3D printing, biohacking, IoT Monthly, and our favorite Python on Hardware. It's a really good one. And shout out to everybody subscribed. We have 9,000 subscribers to the Python on Hardware newsletter. Woo. It's a great opportunity if you would like your products or projects promoted and seen by 9,000 people. You can tag any one of us, I think, on the socials. And there's some other ways to do it, but check it out at adafruitdaily.com. Okay. One last thing. The Hackaday Halloween Hackfest, sponsored by DigiKey and Adafruit, is going on now, so check it out. We'll have some links in the description, but if you go to Hackaday.io, you'll see a little banner that is promoting the Halloween Hackfest. And that'll segue into the Halloween Hackfest. There are some entries here. There's some new ones added by the daily or by the weekly. So even if you don't want to participate in the contest, take a look at the entries. There's always fun project ideas. If you fancy yourself a Halloween maker, then check it out. There's some great projects there. And what do I say about? Good luck to all the contestants. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Cool. All right. I think that's the housekeeping stuff. If anything else, let me know. I think I went through everything. And we'll go back over to the live broadcast chat room in Discord and catch up on any shout-outs.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
We got Susan. We got
Hi, Susan.
Jim
Hi,
Hendrickson. We got Vince.
Hi, Vince.
We got IAS on the YouTubes.
And hello to everybody in the future who are watching this in the future.
Yeah, on the playbacks.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
All right, let's go ahead.
We're ready to jump into this week's project.
Yeah.
Cool. So this week's project is a collab project with Liz Clark. She put together the code and the idea. This is a gesture-based BLE-controlled HID mouse using the Feather Sense. It's all done in CircuitPython. So the point here is that you can connect to a computer via Bluetooth, and you can use the onboard accelerometer to control a mouse. So here you can see I moved it up and down, and left and right will move the mouse. And you can play around with the different thresholds if you want it more sensitive. It also uses the onboard user switch so that you can use it as a left mouse button. And there's a proximity sensor built in. One of the cool special modes that if you put your finger over the proximity sensor and tilt up or down, you can scroll. So you can use the mouse scroll. So it's a really good HID project that could also be used for accessibility purposes. And everything's stuffed into this. Well, there's not really much in it, but it's the Feather Sense board, a battery, and a switch. And the case snap fits together. Just a couple hardware screws to put this together. And a tiny bit of soldering if you want that slide switch. You just solder 2 wires to the enable and ground pin. But that is really the gist of the project, a HID mouse that you can control with the onboard accelerometer. The Feather Sense has so many awesome little sensors on it, and here it is. So very, very simple construction. You just got your snap fit case and 4 screws. These slots here at the bottom are if folks want to attach this to something else. Maybe they want to attach it to a hat, your arm, your something else, your head. You can do that. And we have this little 400 milliamp battery, and because it's a Feather, it has onboard charging. So if you ever run out of battery, you can plug it in and charge up the battery. You also have a NeoPixel on board if you want to do that for something else. But there's lots of stuff on here. There's even a PDM microphone right there. And this is, of course, the Feather Sense, which has the NRF 52840 chip, which is great for CircuitPython. It's speedy, it has lots of RAM, and it's great. So check it out. We are working on the Learn Guide. It is forthcoming. It's going to be in review soon, and I'll have the STL files and everything, as well as build assembly photos as a part of the Learn Guide. But yeah, that's going to be this week's project, and we'll come out with it within the day or two. That was quick. It was super speedy, huh? So that is the project, and I think that's it. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, this one. Yeah, so stay tuned for the Learn Guide. I think we'll probably have it later today, maybe. I think we'll be able to get it in review.
Yeah, there was some slight requests that Lamar wanted for the mouse movements.
That's right, yeah. There's several ways to code it, but she had some nice ways to cache some of the accelerometer data.
Yeah, posting all the links to the Feather Sense.
Yeah, they're in stock right now. Amazing, they're in stock.
And then some of the ancillary things like the battery and the slide switch. Can never have enough of those.
Yeah, tend to use the slide switch a lot. Yeah, we did it pretty quick. We're going to try to keep the show under half an hour, so we're just going to speed through all the things.
All right, I think probably jump into what are we prototyping?
What are you prototyping? Yes, okay, what are we prototyping this week? This week we're prototyping a new prop from Star Trek.
It is
the animated series.
Yeah, so it is the official Star Trek Day.
That's right. So if you go to the Adafruit blog, the Adafruit site, you'll notice that there is an updated logo that's very tuned to the Star Trek. So this is a ray gun. It's got a couple different names, but it's actually a prop from the animated series. So what we have here is we have a handle, and inside the handle we have some electronics. We have a slide potentiometer. We have a button here, the 16mm buttons, and this pops open, and we have a battery on the inside. I like these batteries, the 2200 milliamp batteries. It was actually in last week's rat catcher project. And on top here, we have the Feather M4 with the PAM 8302 amplifier. So the idea is that we'll have a speaker here, we got the amp there, and we'll be able to trigger some different sound effects. So let me give you some context to what this thing is, right? So this is from the Star Trek animated series, and it's this very obscure episode where there are these space werewolves
I thought they were cats.
Maybe they're cats. We don't quite know, but one of the things about the prop is that it's a bit shape-shifting. It can change shapes and change its functionality. And one of the shapes that we're going to do is this melon-looking thing with keys and an LED of sorts. Very, very bizarre. But nevertheless, we are here to make this prop. And here's the different shape of it. And you got these space werewolves are kind of discovering this thing.
Yeah, so this was an idea by Phil B, who's a big fan, who's actually getting together all of the cosplay props to dress up as one of these obscure characters.
Yeah. Oh, one of the here's one of the ray gun shapes, and
yeah, a lot of the work was actually going into combing through the screenshots.
Yeah, there's like a telescope version of it, which is very bizarre, but kind of cool. And then here you can see he's using the slider to kind of change the shape. We probably won't be able to do that, but we'll figure out something fun to do with it. Here's some other shapes. I think it has like maybe a total of, let's say, 10 different shapes or whatever throughout the episode. And I've just kind of cut together some of the B-roll from the Apple episode. Here's the pacifier mode, which looks like a pacifier. I don't know what it does. And the full episode, I think, is on YouTube, so you can search for it. I forget what episode number it is, but here's the ray gun that I modeled right there, this version here. And they shoot it, and it like creates an atomic blast or something. I don't know. You can see here they shoot it, and it just explodes. And like it falls out of his hand or something. And it changes again to the watermelon prop, and then this is where they like start talking to it, and it talks back to you. You can ask it questions and stuff. So of course we got to make this into the prop. So this is what we have so far, right? We have some snap fit parts. So here at the bottom, I always like snap fit things when you can get access to it. We're gonna have some magnets here at the top, and this is just the bottom half of it. Here are some more pieces of it. This is kind of the top bit that'll fit over here with the magnets. It'll be held together. It's all supposed to be green, and I'm getting some more green filament. But yeah, this is kind of the overall shape of it. And yeah, that's kind of what I got going on there. I already talked about the electronics, and yeah, it'll all be programmed in CircuitPython. So stay tuned for that. That is what we are prototyping. And I'll give you a quick look preview at Phil B. Here he is with his commissioned mask from Magpie Bones. And he kind of made his own ray gun, spray painted, I think it's a Nerf gun or something from the toy store. And well, we're going to make a little bit more accurate version of it. And great cosplay. Very
yeah, it looks so close. Like even the way that the ears on the mask are. I like the way that it has like little bat wings.
It was perfectly commissioned. Yeah, they made it perfect. And let's see, what else can I pull from this?
I think the only thing that's missing is the emblem on the shirt.
Yeah, it's just a shirt he grabbed from like his closet, he says. And the character is called I can't really pronounce this. Like Kins Chuffed Captain from Star Trek, the animated series. Hope I didn't butcher that. I know I did. So there you go. That's what we are prototyping. Pedro's working on stuff too, but it's printing right now. So
yeah, the print failed.
Did it?
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry. Ninja Flex is one tough cookie to bake. So there we go, folks. Wait, Kins? Wasn't that out of Ring World, says Andy Calloway? I don't know, maybe. I know very little. I know what I just showed you is all I know, sorry.
And then Yanni and Vince are saying, yeah, the magnets will be very useful for switching out the top there.
Yeah, you want to be able to access the USB port as well. And I can't get the focus to go, but yeah, you still have enough space here. And we'll have a little speaker right there as well, the little mini oval speaker, which is one of our favorite speakers to use because it's small. It's thin, it's very capable. Once you add it to something, you can amplify it just by adding it to something like a a cavity of some sort, so that's why I have that little spot there for it. So hopefully that will sound good once I wire everything up. But yeah, not sure what this will do yet. Maybe it'll change different things. But it was a fun thing to model. It's got an interesting shape to the handle, and these little grippy points are quite fun. Yeah, and I just split it into lots of different pieces to avoid support material. So one of the trade-offs there is you got more screws, but it's also good because you can have various other printers print multiple parts, and it's more modular that way. So there you go. That is the Star Trek prop.
Awesome.
Cool.
And then if you go on over to the chat, Andy Calloway has posted one of the comic books where it prominently features the Man-Kazin Wars 3. You can see the characters there.
Bloodthirsty race of cat-like aliens? Boy. Sorry, I guess they're not werewolves. They're a completely different species. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for that context, Andy.
We got some more research to do for the video.
Yeah.
More properly reference what all that is.
That's great.
But yeah, this is a really cool, I think that should be a new thing of making props and cosplay of totally obscure things that showed up like once or twice.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
That was one of PT, Philip Thoreau, Mr. Lady Ada, that was one of his reasons. Like, we do a lot of popular things. Let's do something that's completely on the other side, the other spectrum, right? So something like this is really cool to highlight and to say, hey, it doesn't have to be a popular thing to just get made. So shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Lady Ada for telling us
championing to get this done. Yeah, this has been in the works or Phil B's been wanting to do this for quite a while.
Since March.
Yeah, since March.
That's when he posted that. So
it's Star Trek Day.
It is Star Trek Day, so
and Halloween
really nicely.
lines up with that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
we're happy for that.
Very, very cool.
All right, and the other prototype that we were talking about, not going to show because it's like still printing. It's the Star O mask.
Yeah,
this time
so
it'll be a wearable.
Yeah, we'll use the Halloween eye as the all-seeing eye.
Yeah, so it'll be super fun. Get some more projects for Halloween.
Yes.
Vince is excited on more Halloween inspiration ideas.
That's right.
So yeah, we are switching gears to all Halloween and props. Speaking of, jumping into this week's Community Makes.
Yeah, one sec. We're going to quickly have a little shop talk segment. And we're just going to say, hey, if you like modeling projects in CAD software, we might have some goodies that will help you in your CAD adventures. We have lots of parts, lots of boards and models of the Adafruit parts, such as the Feather Sense. This is a really good example of having a 3D model with all of the onboard components, because there's a lot of components on board the Feather Sense. PDM microphone, the accelerometer, and the light sensor. These are all things you kind of want to have access to. So it was really important that I had a one-to-one accurate model of this Feather Sense board so that I can break it out and do fun things like this. The onboard button, you're able to access it by creating this little geometry here, this little relief thing, and the hole right there is allowing access to cover up the proximity sensor. So this is a good use of those two together here in the 3D printed cover. And this snap fits open with a little bit of force. And you can see here how the button actuator here has an extrude, a little bit of a post, and these reliefs here, the little cutout allows it to just flex slightly so you can actuate that button. So this is a really good technique that we've seen in various 3D printed enclosures, and this is another good use of that. And having a model that's one-to-one allows you to precisely make this type of geometry. Haha, there you go. We also have things like the slide switch and the battery. We also have those components as well. So check those out. They're on GitHub, and they're available in various CAD formats such as STEP, the Fusion 360 file, and STL if you want to just grab the STL and use it in something like Tinkercad. Very, very fun. Yeah. It's completely parametric, so if you want to modify the design, you can take the source file, the Fusion source file, and make it what you will. And that'll be a part of the Learn Guide. And that is the shop talk.
Quick question on the parts. Foamy Guy is asking, is there an official correct channel to submit requests for models of products that aren't modeled yet. He came across this weekend. He was looking for the MPU 6050 Stemma board.
Yeah, go ahead and use the Issues tab. I know it's not an issue, but board request should go there. I think that's the best place because I can keep track of it. And
you get notified of it?
I'll get notified of it, yeah. I might be a little bit behind, but I will take some time to model up some new ones. It doesn't take too much time. It's just downloading the Eagle file and then bringing it into Fusion and then mapping them manually. So you could do that too. There's a layer-by-layer tutorial on how I do that. I use Eagle 9.3, which you can still download. It's a legacy download, but that is the version of Eagle that makes it possible to manually map components. Some of the components I draw myself, but half of them are downloaded from places like GrabCAD. So you can always look at GrabCAD if you want, like a generic
like a resistor
footprint.
or caps that aren't in there.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, use the Issues tab. I know it's not an issue, but that's what GitHub calls it.
Well, it's an issue that it's not there.
That's funny. Yes, it is an issue that's not there. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, Omega. And that's Shop Talk. We talked about the shop. All right, now we can do Community Makes. Yes?
Yay.
Yeah, this week. With, I guess this was because of the trailer from Spider-Man No Way Home. Is that what it's called?
Oh, that and What If, too.
Yeah, that's right. What If. Last week's What If. Marvel, inspired by Marvel Comics. It's on Disney+. It's a new animated series. And let's just run the time lapse. This is the Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Let me move these parts.
Really nice remix of this model, hollowed out so you can have some electronics inside. Pretty easy. It's just the coin cell battery, or the coin cell breakout with the 2032 battery.
Is there support material going on here?
Yeah, there's a bunch of supports on the bottom. You can kind of see there.
Okay, and this was remixed by Keith Page?
Yes.
Keith wanted to make it so that it was hollowed out so you can add some LEDs and some more electronics, and that's really nice.
Yeah,
so we'll take a look at them.
The base is hollowed out, and then on the inside of the gem, you have a nice little hollowed out portion you can see there.
Cool.
And just a little 100 ohm resistor on there to knock down the brightness of the LED. It's a 3mm LED, and I'll take this apart in a little bit just to show off the breakout.
Yeah.
Super simple, very satisfying little prop for Halloween.
Very cool. Great.
Continuing on
cosplay.
with that cosplay Halloween theme. So super simple little amulet there, and got the on and off switch that's connected to the breakout. And yeah, some people were saying that they really wish that there was like a motor to do the little turny thing that usually happens when you cast a spell or whatever. But it's a nice little press in place, or what is it? Push, press in place, snap fit.
Press fit.
Press fit. There you go.
Snap press.
And the only other thing for assembly is just like a little drop of hot glue to adhere the gem on there.
No sanding, no finishing. This is gold PLA that's already silky smooth.
Yeah.
So if you want to kind of avoid, the post-processing process.
Although the processing, you're adding some, the weathering or the, the dry brush.
Dry brushing is a good thing.
Would
Airbrush
definitely
as well.
Give it a lot of very nice texture to it.
More screw.
Yeah.
More torque.
Get that out.
Yeah, so you got 2 screws here.
Yep, so these are just M2 screws, and
more screws.
I can get this out. Show you the breakout for this.
The LUN is getting cut right on time, folks.
So here is the entire circuit. Super simple. This is, I'll put the link in for this nice little breakout.
This is a famous board. It was featured in the Suicide Squad movie.
So this was supposed to be like a
bomb.
Yeah, a bomb for that. So I just wired it up in a way so that the slide switch is controlling the on and off. And like I said before, just a little resistor on there to knock down the brightness of the 3mm LED in there.
This is such a great
standard
PCB design. Lamar did a fantastic job on
having everything.
Making it, the mounting holes really let you know that it's an Adafruit product with those mounting holes. And you have things like this tiny little bit of geometry there so you can access the battery. Really easy to get to the battery there when you have that little thing there. From a design standpoint, that is such a great little thing. On top of that, you got your mounting holes, and you got enough clearance here for your little slide switch as well, which is really nice. The onboard slide switch. I love this thing.
Yeah,
it's really great for these type of projects.
The other part of the design as well is that you have your built-in slide switch, but if you want to break that out, like we needed to do here, you can have that once
sure
it's on.
Yeah, there you go.
Have that
Cool.
break out your on and off switch. So super simple, especially since a lot of the Halloween stuff, it definitely brings it to life if you just have one little LED in there.
Right.
And if you look around at the Halloween shops, a lot of the props is literally just this, just one little LED, coin cell, and LED.
Resistor and LED. It's great. I like that the bottom is super flat. There's no components at the bottom, so if you just want to stick it to something, tack it to something,
or
really easy.
Mount it.
Or mount it.
Yeah. So obviously this design was not meant for the breakout, but it fits perfectly.
It does.
So
Look at that.
just a little bit of modeling the what's it called, the legs in there, just positioning them or bending them into to form to fit this little shape here. So
Very
nice
cool.
little way to bring this to life.
Yeah. Let me see if I could pull up the coin cell battery.
Oh, I have the link for it. I was going to
Wonderful.
post that in.
What's the BID? Is it this one?
Is the 20 millimeter with the on and off switch. I already have it here ready to go.
Yay.
It's the
1871, I think. Or no?
1871.
Hey,
You are
excellent.
correct.
It is in stock indeed. Great. I'm glad the Suicide Squad didn't buy them all.
Ha.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's in stock, like I said. Yeah. I may or may not have a 3D model of this.
I think you did.
I think I do. Well, if anything, you have the Eagle PCB files on GitHub.
Yeah.
There's a fritting object as well. If you ever want to make a custom wiring diagram, and you can take a look at how Lamar designed it and routed it and all that, and the Eagle file.
And we have a couple of different models as well. We have like
We
the 12
do, we
millimeter
do.
one. We have them with and
Just
then
type in coin
without.
cell. You can see all the different
breakouts.
flavors of we even have some smaller ones, like this one's really, really
Yeah, the
small
12
one, the
mil
12
one.
millimeter one. Yeah. Typically you would see something like this, so if you just want something like that, you could always do that as well.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
has a built-in enclosure and all that, but we really like these because for embedded projects.
Yeah, as you saw in here, it's like an all-in-one, so you don't have to break everything out if you don't need to, but you just want it to be all-in-one.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at the banter in the chat room.
Is that like the cheap cosplay stuff? Let's see this, hold on.
Dexter was saying that.
Oh, it says a
we could do an
spoiler.
ad. No,
It
it's
says
funny.
spoiler.
Click on
Can
it.
I
It's
click on it?
hilarious.
That's the gauntlet. It's Thanos' gauntlet.
I mean, when you're cleaning the house, you kind of feel like you're, Thanos,
Snap your
having all the
fingers.
power to clean everything.
Yeah. Each flavor of Fabuloso.
Oh,
great.
that's cool. Cirque saying that if you could have some computer vision to analyze the gestures to activate the servos to open the amulet, that would be awesome to
That
have
would
some
be
mystic
amazing.
spells activated that way.
Let's turn it on. Yeah, and this was printed in actual green translucent filament, so it's
Oh,
good to
yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah.
have colored filaments.
Thanks for going back to that. Yeah, green color translucent filament, and then the LED is the white diffused 3 millimeter LED. I tried a green one and it didn't look as good as the white.
Interesting. Green on green, huh?
And I tried yellow. I tried all these different colors to see what would pop the most, and white won out.
Again, this is a remix from Keith Page, who put this together. And some nice weathering here, you can see.
Yeah, like the dry brushing.
Yeah,
so
dry brushing or air
to
brushing.
get all the get all those dark spots in between, so you can have some more sort of like a weathered look for it.
Yeah. And then the original designer is Lacey. Lacey has lots of great designs as well. I'm really liking this Mandalorian helmet for the child. That's really cool.
And I think last year we printed her Immortal Joe mask. That one was really cool too.
There you go.
Printed out really good in the Semi-Flex or the Ninja Flex.
Yeah. Very cool. I like highlighting both makers here because it's this whole open source community here where you can publish something and somebody can take that and make it into a different type of project where it lights up or does something different, it's hollowed out, and it's really nice that you can do that. So cool. Shout out to both Lacey and Keith for kind of doing this.
All right, we got more community makes.
Oh yeah, we do.
Really cool ones.
That's right. Let's take a look here.
So the
Let me pull up.
1x4 Neo key.
This is great. So you might know Arturo, who has runs the Solder Party company. Wanted to make a
That's awesome.
yeah, kind of remixed it, I think, right? Yeah, so it has like a USB port on it. So
Nice.
very, very cool. Nice to see Arturo remixing some stuff and using it on the, I think it's a STM feather, some sort of feather here. And it connects via stemma, so it has a hole there. So very, very cool. So if you just want a simple version without the cutie pie inside there, this will fit just the 1x4 Neo Key PCB that Adafruit makes.
Which I think they're back in stock.
They are, isn't that cool? Yeah, so...
I think we've been waiting for a couple
Right.
months to get another one of these.
Yeah, but I think we're good now. Yeah, you can see here it's in stock.
Woo!
It's I forget what chipset. It has like the SAMD something, right? But yeah, this can run over I2Z. You can use it with CircuitPython. It's got Kale sockets, so you can swap out the Cherry MX compatible switches and onboard NeoPixels that are reverse mounted. Very, very cool. So if you want a complete closure for it, and you just want to break it out, Arturo made a really nice remix. Thank you, Arturo. All right, next up we have, sometimes we make models and you can use the piece of the model on something else. For example, we created this way back in 2017 when the Apple Watch came out. I wanted to make a 3D printed watch band out of NinjaFlex because it's very flexible, it's pretty good on the skin. But Wyoming Will posted a make of it and has his own watch, a wooden watch, which is really, really cool. So he remixed it and printed it in NinjaFlex. Or it might not be NinjaFlex, it could be something else.
I mean, it could be a
Smart
TPU.
TPU Blue, there you go. Got a free watch without a band, printed yours without any mods to get a functional band, thanks.
Holy crap.
No issues, 220 degrees for the model, 60 for the bed. You need to make it about 2% larger, but that's it, very nice. And this was printed on a Creality Ender 3. So yeah, you can print TPU Saint Smart on an Ender 3. And then Ender 3 I think has the Bowden tube. So if you're looking to print some NinjaFlex, check out the Saint Smart TPU Blue. There's a link there as well. So shout out to Wyoming Will for posting up his make.
Quick segue, because we're talking about the NinjaFlex, and Franklin is asking if you have the space money for only one printer, what would be the best all-around printer? Probably the Creality V3, so you could print the most flexible NinjaFlex.
That's not an Ender, that would be a CR10?
That's what I said, CR10 V3.
CR10 V3, yeah, because it's got the big build volume. Is that the direct drive?
Direct drive.
Direct drive, so you're going to print really good flexible stuff. Yeah,
and it's pretty high temperature too, so I think you can do the what's the high temp? The nylons and the PET Gs.
Yeah, PET Gs are great. Yeah, and it has the bed that you can. We like Tiny Machines. They're a great manufacturer here in the States. They write their own custom firmware, machine some of their own parts as well, and you're kind of getting a QA'd version when you get it.
That's the best part right there. They get all of the printers in, and they actually test them, fix them, and they actually mill out parts, and they send you free milled parts too if there's any problems with them.
Yeah, which is great. All right, next up we have another make. This one's coming in here, loading. Wow, this is a remix of the CircuitPython motorized camera slider. Trolander here on Thingiverse wanted to, I guess, have different axes. So we went all out and made like an extra version.
It's amazing.
Of this. Let's see. He's calling it the GoPro dual axis slider. It's used to position a GoPro camera over an array of well plates. A script running on a smartphone directs the sequence of the video recording or time-lapse photos of the cells. Each of the slider controls are constructed from the Bluetooth motorized camera slider by Adafruit. One for the x-axis slider and the other for the y-axis parallel sliders. An additional controller using a Node MCU ESP8266 is used to send commands to the GoPro via Wi-Fi. That is bananas. So great make here, again by Trolander. So check that out. And what are these cells here? This is like a scientific thing here. That is so cool to see, like this mega slider here. Very, very cool. I love how it's like angled down. It's so different. Very, very cool. Wow, I never would have thought to do this. Very incredible. All right. And then the last make here. Let's get it ready. Load.
This the minimal pie case.
Yeah, this predates us. This minimal pie case was created, I believe, by Philby. I'm not sure, but you can see here the original is a laser cut design. Look at the SVG files, but of course you can take an SVG, extrude it, and 3D print it. So if you don't have a laser cutter, but you do have a 3D printer, you can take SVGs and make it extra. Very, very cool. So shout out to Exina for posting up their make of the minimal Raspberry Pi Model A Plus case FDM version. All right, and that's this week's community makes. Thank you everybody for posting your makes, and if you have a make, you can post it up in any of the various channels, and you can tag us in it as well, and we'll share it on the show. Back over to the live broadcast Discord channel. I think we are pretty much it. Yeah, we wanted to do a little quick show. We're going to get back to guiding and
making sure my prints don't fail.
Yeah, you get it back in there.
Yeah, we got big ups from Stuart Riggs on the SaneSmart TPU. Yes, we do have some of that blue. It works very well.
Very good. Good job talk thing.
And some big ups too on the YouTube chats for all of the links to all the products and of course all the CAD directories and the Fritzine, so you can get all of the assets for designing your next project.
For sure.
Always happy to give all those out.
If you got some projects and you are free tonight, why don't you come on by to Show and Tell. It happens every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We got special guest Jeff Epler tonight. He'll also be on Ask an Engineer with Lamar and Phil. It's going to be super exciting. It's always fun when you have a third person there. Yeah. You get another perspective. So tune in tonight. You could always watch it tomorrow, too, on the archive. But it happens 7:30 and then right after 8 p.m. If you want to get invited to that, go to the Discord server, and Mr. Lady Ada will post a link to the StreamYard. Just click on the StreamYard and make sure to mute and get your webcam ready. You can share all the fun stuff. Anything else from that?
I think that's it. Yeah, right after that, it'll be Ask an Engineer with Lamar and Phil.
You'll get a 10% coupon code as well on Ask an Engineer. So if you want to hold on to your orders, you can do so and check out at 9 p.m. or whatever.
Yeah, the thing you want to do is stalk the adafruit.com/new and check out all the new things that are being posted. Yeah. And then right when the show starts, you can get that discount code on all the brand new goodies.
That's right. I don't know what the discount code is. I don't know anymore.
All right, it's going to be it for us.
Be sure to tune into the live, the rest of the shows tomorrow. It's Thursday. Every Thursday at 4 p.m. You can tune into John Park's workshop. So check him out.
Yeah, he's gearing up for more Halloween stuff as well, so definitely tune in every week for that.
Yeah, and then on Fridays, we got Deep Dives with Scott. Sometimes it goes to 1 hour. Sometimes it's always an hour, but sometimes it goes to 2 hours. And it's every Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific time or 5 p.m. Eastern time.
That's right.
I forget about Central time. Time zones are crazy here in the States. And then on Sundays, sometimes Saturdays, Lamar does a From the Desk of Lady Ada. She did last week's on Sunday, right? Around 8 to 9 to 10 p.m. Hacker-ish hours. You can get to see Lamar routing some boards or what she had just routed. And then, of course, the segment, is it the Great Search?
Yeah, it's the Great Search segment. And yeah, she was routing some more Stemma boards.
Stemification.
Yeah, so definitely check that out if you want to see how she does her little workflow for all the routing that happens on the PCBs.
And she's taking requests as well. If you are working on a product and you just can't seem to find a replacement part, she will help you. So just check her out. Tag her
there is some crazy keywords that you have to type in to find that a specific part, or the thing that you want it to do. There's some funky letters and acronyms that. Wow, it's crazy. Yeah. Definitely tune into that.
She has superpowers.
Yeah.
Digikey superpowers. And then on Mondays was the CircuitPython meeting, and then Tuesdays is JP's product pick of the week. Every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time or 1 p.m. Pacific time. And this week was the prop maker Featherwing. It was really cool. He had Lars. He pulled it out of Lars's mouth. It was hysterical. Lots of fun demos, lightsabers, ray guns, Lucio blasters.
Perfect timing for all the Halloween stuff.
Oh yeah, it is great. And it's 50% off, so this thing is $5.
Yeah.
$5 prop maker.
Insane. So definitely tune in
every Tuesday
for that giant discount on JP's product pick of the week.
Yeah, so that's it. And then every Wednesday at 11 a.m. we do this show. So thank you for tuning in, folks. We're going to see you tonight. We hope to see you, and good luck on all your maker endeavors. But until then, remember to
make a great day.
Live long and prosper. There you go.
See you later.
Bye, folks. Thanks.